To get started, I'm going to be using the Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream. I'm using this in place of a primer. It pretty much does the same thing. To me, primers aren't really necessary, but that's just my opinion. Moving on to Fenty Foundation, I am using the shade 200. I use this on a damp beauty blender. I like this foundation because it is full coverage. It provides a velvet finish, which I like. It's not too matte, not too dewy. I just take my time and really blend this out on my entire face. This definitely takes time, so do not rush. You want it to look like your skin by the time you're done blending this out. Moving on to the Fenty Concealer. I go a shade down in this using 190. I really just use this to brighten my T-zone area. It provides full coverage just like the foundation and is pretty much the same finish. I'm using this in my entire T-zone area. Next, I'm going to use a foundation brush to blend all of this out. This just gives me a little bit more full coverage in these areas, which I like. This also takes time, girls, so do not rush. Blend it out. To set our foundation, I'm going to be using the Airspun translucent powder. You can pretty much pick this up at any drugstore like a CVS or Walgreens. I like this powder because it's really fine and light, not too drying to the skin, so I'll put this underneath my eyes, actually pretty much everywhere on my face to kind of bake it. So I don't like to let this set in my skin for too long, so pretty much when I'm done, I'll grab a big fluffy brush and just wipe off any excess powder and blend the rest of it into my skin. Moving into eyes, I'm using this flat eyeshadow brush and picking up a really light neutral cream shade. I'm putting this on my entire eyelid. This is just going to brighten my lip. So I'm using this ponytail brush, that's what I call it, I don't know what it's called. Using this Duo eyeshadow palette, this kind of mauve dusty shade, sweeping that in my crease area, making a triangle shape and going about halfway into my lid. By the way, that lighter cream shade is what I used for my base. Just really work that product in both sides and blend it out really seamless. Next, I'm taking a larger fluffy brush and using the Lorac Pro Matte palette, the shade Lemon, and sweeping this right over that dusty mauve shade. Just going to help blend it out a little bit better and create just a little bit more depth. Just touching up a little bit, making sure everything looks really seamless and just the way I like it to look. Going in with my brows using the NYX Brow Pencil in the shade Chocolate. This is really similar to the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Pretty much the same thing, just a cheaper price. So I like to use this. Just really following my natural shape and blending any product in. My brows don't really look that nice, but it's okay. We're gonna work with them today. Using this flat brush again, going in with that same cream shade and just going right underneath my eyebrow. L'Oreal the Luminous Lash for my mascara. And going underneath my eyes with that dusty mauve shade. Next, moving on to my favorite parts, bronzer. I'm using this pretty much everywhere. I basically take a bath in bronzer. So I'm going down my neck, across my jawline. Don't forget your ears, girl. You need that coverage. And I'm going on my cheekbones, give myself a light contour. And then pretty much all over the rest of your face. Okay, when we're bronzed enough, which is never, but we will move on to try to find our lip liner, which is never in the same spots. I don't understand why it's so hard, but it's fine, we found it. We're going to use Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut. I love this shade. It is hands down my favorite lip liner shade I have found in a hot minute. It is so universal, blends in with my lips so nicely, and really just enhances my natural shape. Next, I'm going to go in with my NYX lip liner pencil, just using a couple shades lighter. I'll list the name of this one on the screen. Then using some Fenty lip gloss in the shade Fussy, just on the inner part of my lips. And back to bronzer, because apparently we don't have enough on today. The NYX Matte Bronzer, I'm pretty sure this is in the shade Medium. It's just kind of a different tone than the Butter Bronzer, so it adds a little bit more depth and warmth to my skin. I really just like to blend it super well into my hairline so my skin and scalp kind of connect, look really well, they are connected, but you know what I mean. They just look really nice and seamless. Then just taking that fluffy brush again, blending away any maybe mascara marks, whatever we might have on our eyelids, making sure it's super smooth. Going in with this Miliani eyeshadow. I'm going to use this today for my highlight. I really like this. It's just a really natural finish. Nothing too overpowering, but so gives you kind of a pop of light to your area you want to apply it. I'm just using or applying to the high points of my cheekbones. Beautiful! Alright, and that is the completed makeup look. This is something I do pretty much every day, just keeping it super light, natural, and just overall a nice look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, Boo. Peace and blessings.